massive reservoir on the Colorado River. The 186-mile-long lake straddles Utah and Arizona and features awesome views of the Red Rock Canyons. Water sports rule here, and at the top of the list is houseboating. With so many to choose from, it takes an epic boat to stand out. Jim Goddell, owner of Bravada Houseboats, built one that certainly does.
The traditional houseboat, if you look at houseboats on lakes today, basically looks like an RV on a hull. And what is unique about a Bravada houseboat, it has much more of the yacht lines and characteristics.
At 75 feet long, the Enterprize doesn't exactly knock some of the other houseboats out of the water. That's because local restrictions limit the length of the boat. But Jim didn't set out to build the longest luxury houseboat on the market. Instead, he built a towering home on the water that could house a small army.
What we were required to do is go up instead of longer here at Lake Powell. So this boat that we're on, the Enterprise, is 4 stories tall.
Jim's mission was to build a boat that could house a family of 9 and keep everyone entertained. And because he had free reign, vertically at least, space was not an issue. Family reunions aren't a problem on the top deck. It's custom built for catching some sun or taking in the spectacular views where there's plenty of room to spread out. The second level is by far the favorite on board, where a screened-in entertainment area and full-sized kitchen and bar keep everyone well-fueled without sacrificing the view.
One of the phenomenal things about this environment here at Lake Powell is the world-class scenery. There's nothing like it in the world. We raised the ceilings on the boat almost 8 feet, which is very uncommon in a boat like this. And then when we enclose the whole second area with the screen, it provides relief from the heat of the day, yet you're still able to be out and enjoy 360-degree views of the phenomenal landscape.
There is a killer barbecue for some serious meals, as well as a dishwasher and trash compactor, so no one needs to miss out on the fun.
Traditionally on houseboats, the main activity areas were down on the main level. But here at Lake Powell, with the panoramic views and the vistas of the sandstone, people really love hanging out on the second level. It becomes the main location on the boat. So what they find is they do most of their cooking on the second level.
On the main level, an oversized salon, and yes, another full kitchen. Jim spent 90 grand on the 2 kitchens alone. Even here, the family is never far from the action. Jim designed the Enterprise with what's called a reverse floor plan. It offers the family an easy, non-obstructed access to the water.
What's great about that is with the reverse salon, you can have the whole back of the boat entirely open to the outside. So now the lake is at your doorstep. You can enjoy a ball game on the big screen, watch the kids running around on the jet skis. The access to the outside and the living just flows right from the inside of the boat to the outside of the boat.
And then there are Jim's favorite toys, like a set of 3 high-powered jet skis, which are deployed and retracted at the push of a button. That little gizmo cost Jim about 40 grand.
We've incorporated remote-controlled winches inside the engine compartment, and they come through at the bulkhead on the back of the boat, so you don't see anything but the tow hook sticking out the back. And the ramps are completely removable if you want to enjoy the swim deck.
Or there's an even more playful way to get into the water.
When's the last time you've seen a houseboat with a water slide?
Jim thought of everything. For the older members of the family, there's a special room on the first level, below deck, that's almost too good to be true.
One of the lower cuddies was converted in design to a complete massage room with a self-massaging table.
That's right, a self-massaging table, so you don't have to leave a tip.
So after a long day of skiing on the lake, jet skiing, after a good hearty meal, they can come in and spend some time in the massage room and relax.
Then, when the family is ready to turn in, they can choose from 9 luxurious bedrooms. Each has its own entertainment system, and with the built-in satellite system, that means there's always plenty to watch after retiring to your stateroom. And the 3 full baths each come with custom sinks and granite counters, and all the bells and whistles. There's nothing typical about this houseboat, not even in form and function. The rounded hull is made of aluminum, which is stronger than fiberglass and faster too.
The Enterprise is 60 tons as she sits on the water. For a family to be able to handle a boat of that size, she needs to be easy to control. So as part of doing that, we equip these boats with stern thrusters, bow thrusters, and dual drive engine systems so they have complete control of the boat.
The dual power generators have a 60-gram price tag and hold 900 gallons of fuel. And even with her healthy appetite, the Enterprise will drink that down in a leisurely 2 weeks. A built-in water filtration system means the family never runs out of fresh water. But in this desert climate, staying cool is one of the biggest challenges.
They can be up to 105 or 110 degrees up at Lake Powell. And so efficiency in the wall design is very important to keep the cabin cool on a hot day. So the glass is double pane insulated glass. The hull design is a full stud wall hull design with normal insulation like you see in a house. That's very uncommon for a houseboat. What that does is it provides great thermal insulation.
You're looking at $25,000 worth of windows. They're made of glass and Gore-Tex, the same material used in NASA spacesuits. That means they are water repellent and resistant to UV sun rays. Equipped with GPS and an $18,000 autopilot system, operating this massive houseboat is relatively simple.
You can plot the course up the main channel of the lake, and you can let the autopilot go to work. If you have to navigate around a buoy or a boat ahead of you, you simply can grab a knob and turn it 10 degrees right or 10 degrees left.
It's one thing piloting this mighty mama on the water, but getting the beast in 2 pieces from the factory to the lake was a whole nother ballgame. At a cost of $33 grand, Jim had to pull off a serious haul job across a narrow 2-lane highway some 300 miles from Phoenix to Lake Powell.
The boat's 22 feet wide, so if you think about it, that takes up 2, almost 3 lanes of traffic. We're required to bring it with 4 highway patrol escorts, 3 additional escort vehicles, and literally the highway patrol and the escorts go ahead of the boat and push traffic off the side of the road, and we drive right down the center lane of the road. The boat's uniquely designed that it clears bridges literally by 3 inches, and we have a very elaborate pneumatic design on our trailer so we can drop the trailer and literally creep it under bridges so we can get a boat of this size to the lake.
So what does it cost to build a towering houseboat that will accommodate a large family with room to spare on 4 levels? Find out in just a minute. Plus, a floating home with a concrete basement adds a whole new dimension to washing windows. Space is never an issue for the Bravada houseboat on Lake Powell. The Enterprise has 9 staterooms, 2 full kitchens, a docking area for jet skis, a built-in water slide, and enough high-tech gadgetry to turn any trip into a full-blown party. This towering houseboat with its epic views costs a cool $1 million.